Hey everybody, Putty Katea here. I'm playing through my Steam library, starting with the worst reviewed games first. This week I had a lot of problems getting the games to record footage. I was mostly able to resolve that. I don't think it was a problem with my computer or the software or anything. I just think the games are kind of weird sometimes. And I was mostly able to resolve that, except I couldn't get one game to record, and it was weird. I kept thinking I had it recording, but it was just the intro cinematics that I got to record, so no actual gameplay footage. I was considering doing some cell phone camera footage of it, but it wasn't worth the time and effort that would be involved in that. So I'm sorry, but no footage of that one game this week. I do have some cinematic of it though, so I hope you enjoy. Mining and Tunneling Simulator. This is made by the same people that have made most of the simulator games that I've played so far in this series. Phase 1. Drive around to the little stars on the map and hit the F key. Stuff will happen. It's real fun. It's much slower than this though. I think this is sped up 8 times normal speed. You drive back and hit the F key and boom goes the dynamite. I then had to use this thing and move the rocks, which was kind of difficult. I was kind of confused as to how to drive. I just used this guy to dump it here, even though they gave me a dump truck, because I had a lot of difficulties. And here are those difficulties. I accidentally crashed into the porta-john, and in the bottom left-hand corner, my truck went from orange to red, which I guess that means it's dead, because this is how fast it went. And that's not gonna work anymore. I completely restarted the game and decided I'm gonna try to use the dump truck. So I started loading up the dump truck with this thingy guy here. I forget what they call it. This thingy. Put them rocks in that dump truck, and then I took the dump truck. I took it to the pit where I'm supposed to drop them rocks, and then this happened. It's going good, except for that one rock didn't even go in, and rocks are defying gravity. Still defying gravity. Get in there, rock. Oh my gosh, I'm at 92%, finally. And this is the tunneling thing. I don't know what's going on, but despite that, I finished the level somehow. Car Washer, Summer the Ninja. In this game, you play a kid on summer break, and he's just trying to make some money to do kids stuff, so he started washing cars. In order to control your kid, you use A, S, W, and D to move him around the car, and then you use the arrow keys to direct the hose. So you hit W to go to the top of the car, and then the down arrow to point the hose towards the car. And then you switch between a sponge and a hose. When the sponge or hose stop rotating around, you know you're done with them. When you're done with the sponge, you hit the space bar and the car goes away and you get paid. Now on this level, I have to earn $55, which I didn't manage to do multiple times. I think I played the level 3 times and never got to do it. Sometimes when I was playing, the cars would just keep on a-coming and I'd have a whole line of them waiting for me. But it is kind of random, so sometimes, like in this playthrough, I'd get done with the car and there'd be no one waiting, and I'd just kind of be sitting there waiting for the next car, and there was like no hope of getting my $55. So just spraying endlessly. This game's very tedious. The song is very, very repetitive, and I think this is one of only 2 games that I've played so far that I think should be removed from the Steam store, because it's terrible. It's very, very terrible. There's no fun involved, and yeah. If you do use a controller, it becomes slightly more manageable, but it's still pretty bad. Genesis Rising. Unfortunately, I don't have any gameplay footage of this game. It's a space real-time strategy game with heavy religious connotations to it. I should have learned from my previous real-time strategy game that I played in this series to skip the tutorial, because just like that previous one, the campaign has like a mini tutorial built in it, which is much faster paced and kind of gets you into the game a lot faster. But I played the tutorial and this anyways and wasted a crap load of time because it was super slow and didn't teach you stuff very fast. So the game is in 3 dimensions for some reason, but it really is just on a 2D playing field. The 3-dimensionalness just kind of, it lets you pan around, orbit around the playing field, just kind of change your camera angle, basically. Unfortunately, I can't show you that because this is kind of all the footage the game gave me. So that's kind of crummy, but not missing out too much. The ships in the game are organic, meaning they're alive, which is kind of cool. I'm a fan of Farscape, and they had living ships on that series, so this is similar to that. You have living ships, you can siphon abilities off of other ships that you've defeated and mutate your ship so that it has that ship's abilities, and that's about it. It's a real-time strategy game, and you got living ships and wonky camera stuff, so not really the best of anything. Border Zone. I have no idea what the futuristic cyborg looking thing there is, because all I ever got to see was stuff like this, like a medieval type RPG stuff with hints of magic going on. I lost quite a bit of footage, it just didn't record. I don't know why. It's just one of those things you can't control, but I did get it going, and here it is. Got some dialogue here. I like how they say it's dialogue. And then every other soldier in this whole place has the same exact dialogue. That's great. It's such a bitch to move anywhere in this game. They have a auto camera mode, but that kind of even makes it harder to move around. This guy gives you quests. I later did it. It didn't give me anything. Didn't give me experience. Didn't give me an item. Didn't give me gold. Didn't give me friendship points. It gave me nothing. But I do have all these awesome chests open. But it did take forever to navigate this room because it's just a struggle. It's a struggle. You click somewhere to try to move, and half the time it doesn't move you, and it's just so frustrating. This game is about 10 years old, but it looks and plays and is written as if it were 20 years old. I came down into this cellar before I had the wizard guy and probably hacked away at one of these rats for 20 minutes and nothing happened. I guess because the other one was interrupting my attacks, it wasn't gonna work. It was getting its health back too fast. I don't know. All I know is the combat is terrible too. Even though I played probably 2 hours of this, I never want to touch it ever again. Uriel's Chasm. That's what they said, chasm. I'd say it chasm.
Hi, it's us again, Shovelware Queens. So, we found this old game. We vaguely remember buying it in the 90s. It sucked.
So they are trying to make this like it's some kind of unlicensed Bible game that they found, but it's clearly not. That's just kind of part of the game, those little videos. In this first level, you're this spaceship and you have to collect fuel for your weapon thingy and bits of the Bible. Ultimately, you have to get enough bits of the Bible to proceed to the next level, where you're this shoot 'em up thing, this girl hanging onto this. I don't know what that's supposed to be. It was very difficult. You don't have any sort of invincibility period after being hit by anything, so you can get taken out and die real quick. Didn't actually see this boss until I rewatched the video because I was busy dodging these frickin' bullet things. But I got past it.
It's rubbish, isn't it?
It is.
Where's the option screen on it? There's no options on it.
In fact, hitting escape to try to see if there's options resets the entire game, which I accidentally did quite a few times. This third level is some kind of crazy platformer that's zooming in and out, rotating. Right here I'm actually having to go left to go right because I'm upside down. But yeah, you're finding these Jesus trees. This fourth level is a giraffe shooting eyeballs out of its eyeballs while you shoot it with the Bible. I don't have anything else to say. That's what it is. So as I've said in the past, I don't go on the discussion pages or forums for these games and look at them very much because I don't want to get a biased opinion of them before I play them. But in the case of Uriel's Chasm, which I swear that's what they said during the game was chasm, not chasm, I think I'm gonna go and check out some information on it after I upload this to find out, did they make a bad game on purpose? Did they just make a game and it turned out bad and they put all that stuff in there just to kind of be tongue-in-cheek about it? It's actually not a really terrible game, but at first glance, at playing through it just a little bit, it I don't know. It's really confusing, but it's not really as bad as most of the games I've played is the thing. Never got past that giraffe though, and I kind of want to know what's after it, but it's a really difficult stage, so I might research the game and I might get back in there and try to play it again, but I do have to start over from the beginning because there's no saves, fortunately. Been really busy playing Diablo 3. The new season came out, so I've been leveling up my seasonal character, but I've done that to the point where I've injured my hand, so I might have to take a break from that. And excitingly, Sven Co-op 5, one of my favorite games, multiplayer co-op games, Sven Co-op, is coming out with version 5 this Friday, and it's going to be free to play. You don't have to have Half-Life or anything, so you should, if you like Half-Life, if you like playing games with other people, you should check out Sven Co-op. I'll put a link in the description. Anyway, I will see you next week, and have fun gaming.